I pray you'll be alright and watch us where we go and help us to be wise in times when we don't know. Let this be our prayer when we lose our way. Lead us to a place, guide us with your grace, to a place where we'll be safe.
La luce che tu hai
I pray you'll find your light
nel cuore resterà
and hold it in our heart
a ricordarci che
when stars go out each night.
l'eterna stella sei nella mia preghiera.
Let this be our prayer
Quanta fede c'è
when shadows fill our day.
lead us to a place,
Guide us with your grace, give us faith so we'll be safe.
sogniamo un mondo senza più violenza, un mondo di giustizia e di speranza. Ognuno dia la mano a suon di giro, simbolo di pace, di fraternità. Forza che tu sai,
We ask that life be
è
kind
il desiderio che
and watch us from above.
ognuno trovi amore
We hope it's all we find.
intorno e dentro sé.
Another soul to
Let this be our prayer,
let this be your prayer,
just like every child
just like every child needs to find a place. Guide us with your grace, give us faith so we'll be safe. Nella fede che hai assunto in noi, sento che ci
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Kayang magiliw, telas ng sigatanan, alam ng puso, sa titik mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, tuyag ka ng magiting, sa manlulupin, di ka pasisigil, sa nagagang tutok sa simoy at sa langit mong pagaw, ay hinagang tulad, awit sa pagkayang minamahal. Ang isang ng matawad mo'y tagumpay na nagtitindig, ang bituin na Sikat ng araw aking matatanaw, makinang na kinabukasan aking makakamtan. Hindi maninimdim sa banta ng kahirapan, ako na inihanda ng mahal kong paaralan. Politeknikong kolehiyo ng Marikina, ang teknikal na edukasyon kinintal mo't wina. Politeknikong kolehiyo ng Marikina, talino ko'y pinapanday, puro mo'y pag-asa. Sinisintang paaralan, ikaw ang katuwang sa pagkamit ng mithiin siya mong hangarin. Kahit saan pa mapatpat ay hindi mababagabag, dunong na iyong bigay ang magsisilbing gabay. Politeknikong kolehiyo ng Marikina, ang teknikal na edukasyon kinintal mo't wina. Politeknikong kolehiyo ng Marikina, talino ko'y pinapanday, puro mo'y pag-asa. Marikina Polytechnic College, mabuhay ka!
Raise our flag high, sky high, and rest the pride in our heart. Us and we are born as one, look in our word to the world. For peace our goal from the very start, and for prosperity to us. We dare to dream, we dare to share together for us now. We dare to dream, we dare to share from this way of us now.
Marikina Polytechnic College, isa sa kilalang state college sa National Capital Region na matatagpuan sa lungsod ng Marikina. Sa kasalukuyan ay mayroong higit sa 5,000 mag-aaral ang naka-enroll sa nasabing kolehiyo. Ang dami, di ba? Sa darating na ika-18 ng Hulyo, taong kasalukuyan, ay pagdiriwang na nito ang ika-74 na taon ng pagkakatatag ng nasabing paaralan. At hanggang sa kasalukuyan ay patuloy pa rin itong nagpapanday ng talino at nagbibigay pa rin ng pag-asa sa libo-libong mag-aaral na makamit ang inaasam na pangarap. Ayon nga sa isang linya mula sa himno ng MPC, talino ko'y pinapanday, turo mo'y pag-asa. Malaki naman talaga ang ginampanan ng MPC upang pandayin ang talino ng mga mag-aaral at magsisilbing gabay ang itinurong pag-asa nito tungo sa magandang kinabukasan. Kailan nga ba nagsimulang magpanday ng talino at magbigay ng pag-asa ang ating sintang paaralan? Ika-18 ng Hulyo, taong 1947, ay itinatag ang Marikina Junior High School sa panahon kung kailan bumabangon pa ang ating bansa mula sa epekto ng digmaan. Itinatag ang nasabing paaralan mula sa kabutihan at pagsisikap ng sangguniang bayan ng Marikina sa bisa ng Resolution No. 59, Series of 1947. Napalitan ang pangalan ng paaralan sa pagsapit nito sa ikalawang taon ng pagkakatatag na pinangalanang Marikina High School. Muling napalitan ang pangalan nito noong ika-18 ng Hulyo taong 1952 sa pangalan na Leodegario Victorino Memorial High School bilang parangal kay Leodegario Victorino na kauna-unahang Pilipinong District Superintendent ng Rizal, na sa panahong iyon ay bahagi ng Rizal ang Marikina. Taong 1957, mula sa bisa ng Republic Act No. 1586 na inakda ni Representative Serafin Salvador ng ikalawang distrito ng Rizal, ay muling napalitan ang pangalan nito sa Marikina School of Arts and Trades or MSAT. Sa kasalukuyan, kahit ang ilang taon nang nakalipas, ay kilala pa rin ang ating sintang paaralan sa pangalan nitong MSAT or kapag binigkas ito ng shortcut ay MASAT. Kahit nga noong ika-8 pa ng Mayo taong 1978, napalitan ang MASAT bilang MIST or Marikina Institute of Science and Technology. Ay nakasanayan ng tawagin pa rin itong MASAT kapag may nagtatanong nga kung saan ka nagtatrabaho, nag-aaral, saan banda pupunta sa Marikina, mas kilala pa rin ang MASAT na pangalan. Mula sa MIST ay muli itong napalitan ng pangalan patungo sa Marikina Polytechnic College sa bisa ng Republic Act No. 9289 noong ika-14 ng Abril 2004. Naitatag ang sintang paaralan sa panahon na bumabangon pa ang karamihan sa digmaan. Ito ay patunay lamang na walang anumang krisis, delubyo, at anumang digmaan na makakapigil sa pagpapanday ng talino at pagtuturong matupad ang minipintihing pangarap ng libu-libong mag-aaral. At pinatutunayan ito sa kasalukuyang kalagayan ng ating bansa na laban rin ng buong mundo, ang pandemya. Muli ay naharap sa digmaan ng sintang paaralan. Subalit heto ang Marikina Polytechnic College, nakatindig at kasalukuyang ginagampanan ng tungkulin para sa bayan. Matagal nang naglilingkod ang Marikina Polytechnic College sa sambayanan. Kaya magbago man ang panahon, pangalan at taon, ay mananatili itong nakatindig bilang panandang bato na mayroong paaralang bumago sa buhay ng maraming mag-aaral. Marikina Polytechnic College, mabuhay ka!
A blessed day to the Office of Student Affairs, the faculty members, the non-teaching staff, and most especially to our dear parents and students from the Certificate of Technology, the Bachelor of Industrial Technology, the Bachelor of Technical Vocational Teacher Education, the Bachelor of Science in Entrepreneurship, and the Bachelor of Science in Electronics Engineering. It is an honor to meet you in your first week as freshman students. As a higher education institution, Marikina Polytechnic College bears the responsibility of providing its students excellence in education and client service comparable to the global setting despite of the challenges the pandemic has brought to the academe. For this year, the college will be your second home without having to leave the safety of your own dwelling because we will be exercising digital technology and flexible learning. That is, if there will still be stringent protocols to stay home for everyone's safety. As we are aware from news reports, CHED pushes for the limited face-to-face implementation. Last September 21, Malacanang issued a memorandum extending the implementation of limited face-to-face to other degree programs other than the medical field. This includes engineering and technology, hospitality and hotel and restaurant management, tourism and travel management, marine engineering, and marine transportation. MPC is the cadre of technical teacher education. It is a well-known forebearer of TechVoc competencies, and it is the only state college which boasts of uniqueness because it both satisfies the vision of TESDA to develop the skills of the Filipino workforce and CHED's goals to ensure and promote relevant quality higher education. It is also the only HEI with a mandate to promote shoe and leathercraft research and development across the country. Let me share with you how the college prepares for your return to physical classes. As the quarantine protocols become lighter, we are gearing towards embracing the limited face-to-face classes. Opo, pinaghahandaan din po ng MPC ang pagtanggap sa lahat ng mga mag-aaral na gustong bumalik physically sa pagpasok sa paaralan. Pero syempre, kailangan po nakasabay ng paghahanda ng MPC ay naghahanda rin ang mga magulang at ang mga anak nila para po sila ay makapasok. Syempre po, ito ay sa pamamagitan ng pagpababakuna laban sa COVID-19 upang mapalakas ang katawan at hindi na magkaroon ng anuman pong karamdaman. MPC is in progress with preparations in crafting guidelines for safety and health, retrofitting of facilities, full vaccination campaign for its employees, coordination with the local government units in case of spread of the disease, and creation of a crisis management committee. These are requirements to open the university to physical classes along with the full vaccination of students and consent of parents to allow their children to physically go to school for important laboratory activities. Since flexible learning is still implemented, lectures will still be conducted virtually and the students may also access lessons asynchronously. Kapag handa na po tayo sa limited face-to-face, ano po ba ang makikita ninyo sa MPC? Mayroon po tayong bagong tayo na Civil Technology Building kung saan dito ikakabit ang 50 units ng solar panel na magsusupply ng energy sa ilang bahagi ng paaralan. Patapos na rin po ang mga sponsored na building ng mga kongresista ng Marikina. Mayroon po tayong dalawang 5-story buildings kung saan ang isa ay para sa technology majors at ang isa naman ay para sa lecture classes. Mayroon din po tayong panibagong construction para sa 7-story building na intended naman para sa ating food and service management. Ito po ang flagship program ng MPC. Mayroon ding building na itinatayo para sa library at mga nakalaang sponsorship upang ang mga bagong building ay mag-aring maging compliant sa standard facilities na ipagmamalaki po ng bawat isa. We implore the students to please brave all the hardship, face the challenges head-on, and be innovative in coping with the situation. We experienced a very different scenario from what we were used to last year. Napakarami po ng mga nag-drop sa kadahilan ng hindi makayanan ng mga pamilya at estudyante ang mga gastusin at mga biglaang pagbabago sa sistema ng edukasyon. Madalas po ang dahilan ay magtatrabaho muna sila upang makatulong sa pamilya at kapag maayos na ang lahat ay babalik sila upang mag-aral. Alalahanin po natin na ang MPC ay mayroon pong Student Affairs Office. Ito po ay tumutulong na palakasin ang state of mind at well-being ng bawat mag-aaral. Nagbibigay din po sila ng serbisyo na makakatulong upang maipagpatuloy ng mga estudyante ng matiwasay ang kanilang pag-aaral. Please remember that success is born not out of dreams, but rather in investing in hard work, perseverance, and diligence. Muli po, maligayang pagdating sa Politeknikong Kolehiyo ng Marikina.
Good day everyone. I'm Ms. Maria Teresa A. Mariano, the Guidance Counselor of COT Second Year and the Guidance Counselor of Bachelor of Science in Electronics Engineering. Dalawang topic ang assign sa akin ngayon to discuss Republic Act 10931 at ang scholarship program ng Marikina Polytechnic College. Sino sa inyo ang nagbayad na nagpa-enroll dito? Wala, di ba? Iyan ay dahil sa una kong tatalakayin ngayon, ang Republic Act 10931. Ano ang 10931? Sabi dito, an act promoting universal access to quality tertiary education by providing for free tuition fee and other school fees in state universities and colleges and state-run technical vocational institution. So, kung ito yung tinatawag na universal access to free tertiary education. Nakapaloob dito kung paano ang isang kabataang Pilipino ay kung paano makakapag-aral sa mga state colleges tsaka local government o yung tinatawag natin local government colleges and universities ng libre na wala kahit miscellaneous, wala silang babayaran. At mayroon ding ibang mga components na nakapaloob dito na mamaya tatalakayin ko yon sa inyo. So, sa section 2 nito, in Declaration of Policy, isinasaad dito na ang mga kabataang Pilipino ay may pantay-pantay na karapatan para magkaroon ng magandang edukasyon hanggang kolehiyo. Kaya nga, ang gobyerno gumawa ng programa para sa inyo. So, hindi lang pag-aaral sa pampublikang paaralan, pati na rin pag-aaral sa pribadong paaralan. So, ang sabi dito, nasa letter A, provide adequate fund in such other mechanism to increase the participation rate among socio-economic classes in tertiary education. Ano pa man ang ating estado sa buhay, hinihikayat ng ating gobyerno na mag-aral kayo hanggang makatapos kayo ng isang kurso sa kolehiyo. So letter B, provide all Filipinos with equal opportunity to quality tertiary education in both private and public educational institution. Hindi lang porke libre ay sa pampublikong paaralan kayo. Binibigyan din kayo ng oportunidad na mag-aral sa pribadong paaralan kung kayo ay kwalipikado. So sa letter C, give priority to students who are academically able and who come from poor families. Pag sinabi nating academically able, kayo ay nakapasa sa pamantayan ng isang paaralan. Kagaya nyo, nakapasa kayo dito dahil yung mga card na isinabmit nyo sa inyo ay naaayon sa hinihingi ng ating paaralan. May pandemya nga lang ngayon. Kung wala, dadaan sana kayo sa entrance examination at saka sa interview. Kung saan doon namin pinagbabatayan kung sino-sino ang kwalipikadong mag-aaral na pwedeng mag-enroll sa Marikina Polytechnic College. Pero hindi lang sa pagpasok dito, kailangan i-observe natin yung pagiging academically able natin. Kapag tayo na andito sa loob, sasabihin nyo ay libre lang ang mag-aral sa MPC. Okay lang, kahit hindi tayo makatapos agad. Hindi ganon. Sa pamantayan ng Republic Act 10931, +1 lang yung tinatawag na +1. Ano yung +1 na tinatawag? Halimbawa, nasa Certificate of Technology kayo. So, bibigyan kayo ng allotted time na 1 taon pa. Kung halimbawa, hindi nyo natapos sa loob ng 3 taon ang COT, bibigyan kayo ng 1 pang taon para matapos nyo ito. Pero, pag hindi nyo pa rin natapos, it's either mawawalan na kayo sa programa ng 10931 or i-advise kayo ng ating paaralan na lumipat na sa ibang paaralan. So, letter D, ensure optimized utilization of government resources in education. So, dahil sa prioridad nga ng ating gobyerno, nabigyan kayo ng magandang edukasyon, lahat ay gagawin ng ating gobyerno, makakuha lang ng pondo para sa edukasyon ng mga kabataang Pilipino. So, letter A, provide adequate guidance and incentive in channeling young Filipinos in their career choices and toward proper development and utilization of human resources. Ang MPC ay may tinatawag na placement office, kung saan ang mag-aaral nagkakaroon ng pagkakataon na magkaroon ng industry immersion na tinatawag. Doon dinidevelop o hinuhubog ang inyong kakayahan doon sa tinapos nyong kurso. So, lahat kayo magkakaroon ng tinatawag na, dati kasi OJT ang tawag dyan or on-the-job training. Ngayon, industry immersion na yung tawag dyan. So, magkakaroon kayo ng pagkakataon na mapapunta sa isang kumpanya bukod pa sa training nyo dito sa ating paaralan. At kung halimbawa man may mga scholarship grant na binibigay yung ibang institution para kayo ay magkaroon ng training sa ibang lugar liban sa ating paaralan, ibibigay sa inyo ang oportunidad na yon. So letter F, recognize the complementary roles of public and private institution in tertiary educational system. Ang pribadong paaralan at saka ang pampublikong paaralan, nagtutulong-tulong silang dalawa para magkaroon ng magandang edukasyon ang mga kabataang Pilipino. So kagaya nga na nabanggit ko kanina, pwede kayong mag-aral ng free, hindi lamang sa pampublikong paaralan, kundi sa pampribadong paaralan, provided yung kwalifikasyon nyo na aayon sa hinihingi nila. Okay, sa section 4, pre-higher education in SOCs and LOCs. Ano ba yung SOCs and LOCs? Ang sinasabi natin SOC, State University and Colleges. Pag sinabi natin LOCs, ano ba yung LOCs? Local University and Colleges. Pag sinabi natin state, ang nagbibigay ng pondo dito ay ang ating national budget. Ang nagbibigay ng, nagtutustos sa atin ng national budget. Pag sinabi natin LOCs, ang nagtutustos sa pag-aaral ng mga estudyante ay ang local government unit o yung city, municipal colleges, yung mga ganyan. Okay, so lahat kayo ay libre ng pag-aaral, maging, sabi ko nga sa inyo, maging sa SOCs at saka sa LOCs na makatapos ng isang kurso. Now, meron tayong tinatawag na free Tibet in post-secondary or technical vocational institution. Ay yung mga eskwelahan yun. Ang MPC, pwedeng i-categorize din sa technical vocational institution kasi may mga training tayong pang-vocational. Pero, ang paaral natin ay isa rin sa state college sa buong Pilipinas. Okay. So, yung tinatawag na yung mga nag-aaral sa Tibet, libre din yan. At pwede din namang nakatapos na ng isang pag-aaral, tapos magkakaroon ng training na technical sa isang state college and university o sa technical vocational institution. So, pwede rin namang magkaroon ng free tuition fee. Okay. So, merong 4 na components ang Republic Act 10931. Ano na yung mga components? 1, nabanggit ko na nga, pre-higher education or FHE. So, yung mga estudyante enrolled sa first undergraduate degree program, sila na nakapasa, sabi ko nga, sa corresponding admission and retention policy, sila ay libreng mag-aral. Kaya sinabi nating first undergraduate program, hindi pa kayo nakakatapos ng isang kurso. Kasi kung natapos na kayo ng isang kurso, hindi na kayo pwedeng mapasok sa programa ng Republic Act 10931. Hindi na kayo eligible doon. So ano ang benepisyo? Free tuition fee, free miscellaneous, and other school fees. So sino ang providers? Ito nabanggit ko na rin kanina. Mga SOCs at saka state universities and colleges. At saka ang recognized local universities and colleges or LOCs. Kasi hindi lahat ng local university and colleges free ang education. Kapag sila ay nakapasa sa pamantayan ng CHED, pwede silang magbigay o pwedeng suportahan ng CHED ang pag-aaral ng mga estudyante doon sa nag-aaral sa local colleges or universities. So, ang number 2, free technical vocational education and training or free TVET na tinatawag. Yung mag-aaral dito na nag-aral sa first post-secondary test na registered TVET programs, sila yung libre din sila. Yung mga learners na hindi sila holder ng NC3, libre din ang pag-aaral. Pero pagka NC3 holder na kayo, sad to say, hindi na kayo kwalipikado. So ano ang pwedeng ibigay? Free training, free other training related expenses including living allowances, assessment fee, and starter toolkit. Sino ang provider? State-run technical vocational education. Yan. So, ang sumunod na component ay technical education subsidy or TES na tinatawag. Yung mga undergraduate students, naka-enroll kayo sa SUC at saka LOCS, pwede kayong humingi ng tertiary educational subsidy o mag-apply para sa technical educational subsidy. Nag-a-apply yan sa CHED. Or, pag naandito na kayo, pwedeng ang paaralan ang mag-asikaso ng pag-apply nyo ng test o yung technical education subsidy. Kasama na rin doon ng mga nag-aaral sa technical vocational institution. Okay, so depende yan sa availability ng funds. So ano ang mga benepisyo? Free tuition fee, other school fees for private higher educational institution o other educational expenses, special expenses kung kinakailangan. Sino ang ngayon ang providers? Ang providers niyan, Unipass, together with the implementing partners, kagaya ng Marikina Polytechnic College. Okay, at kaapat na component, student loan program. So, pwede kayong makahiram sa CHED ng pantusto sa pag-aaral ninyo. Undergraduate and graduate student enrolled in SOCs or CHED-recognized LOCs, kung naka-enroll na kayo, maging nasa pribadong paaralan kayo, pwede kayong mag-apply sa student loan program. Ano ang benepisyo? Short-term loan to cover expenses for pursuing undergraduate and graduate program including medicine and law. Pag sinabi natin graduate program, yun yung mga nag-aaral ng masteral or doctoral. So, free din sila. Kasama rin sila sa Republic Act 10931. Pero syempre, depende rin kung sila ay kwalipikado. Sino ang providers? Ito ay ang Unipass uli together with implementing partners. Yung CHED-recognized LOCs at saka state-run, state colleges and universities. Okay, so yan ang Republic Act 10931. Ang susunod kong tatalakayin ay yung scholarship program ng Marikina Polytechnic College. Kasi kahit na mayroong free tuition fee tsaka in other school fees, pwede pa rin naman kayong mag-apply sa scholarship program natin. Marami kasing mga benefactors na nag-i-sponsor sa ating paaralan o nagbibigay ng scholarship sa mga estudyante ng ating paaralan. Meron sa public institution, meron sa privado, merong tinatawag na NGO o non-government organization, meron din mga industrial firm, at meron din mga individual sponsor o mga benefactors na gusto nilang magpaaral sa ating paaralan. So, yung tinatawag na mga institutional academic scholarship, yun ay sa letter A, entrance scholarship. So, ito yung entrance scholarship na ibinibigay sa mga first year college. So, paano nalalaman namin kung sino ang kwalipikado dito? So, tinitingnan namin yung resulta ng entrance exam. Pagka ikaw ay nag-top sa entrance exam, automatic, may scholarship kang matatanggap sa ating paaralan. Kaya lang ngayon, sad to say, Mukhang wala kasi wala tayong entrance exam eh. Pero sa mga nagdaang school year, may mga scholar ang MPC na kaya naging scholar because of our entrance exam. Ito nga yun, tinatawag na top-notcher in the college entrance exam. So, yung applicant dito, pag nakasama kayo sa top 10 in rank sa COT, or top 3 rank in the BTT and top 3 rank in BIT, sa entrance examination, provided kung kayo ay nakatapos ng senior high school na 80 and above for COT, 85 and above for BTT and BIT, and of course, pagka meron kayong certificate of good morals sa pinanggalingan yung paaralan, pwede kayong mag-apply ng scholarship. Kwalipikado kayo sa college and scholarship dahil sa nakuha ninyo sa college entrance test. Meron ding merit scholarship. Merit scholarship is at least 1 semester of learning the college with either full or partial tuition fee discount. Ayun yun, depende sa nakuha nyo noong nagdaang semester. Kung saan i-assess yan, tapos titingnan kung kayo ay kwalipikadong maging scholar. Depende sa kung ano ang general average nyo for that semester. Ano ang mga classification ng merit scholarship? Letter A, President Listers. These are called college scholars who maintain a weighted average of at least 1.5. So, qualify sila sa scholarship in the form of free miscellaneous fee. Then, Dean's Listers. These are also called academic scholars, yung mga weighted average of at least 1.75. So, 50% miscellaneous fee ang discount nila. So, bali partial scholars lang sila. Number 2, yung qualification. Yung merit scholarship is given to student to, letter A, kailangan mag-maintain sila ng high weighted average with no grade lower than 2.5 in any subject. So, kung po 1.75 ang general average ninyo per subject, walang grade na mas mababa pa sa 2.5. Have established a residence of at least 1 semester in the college. Kagaya nga na nabanggit ko, kailangan naka-isang semester muna kayo kasi yung grade nyo ng first semester ninyo, sa first year ninyo, yun yung gagamitin para malamang kung kwalipikado kayo na maging scholar ng MPC. So, letter C, carry a normal load prescribed by the respective curriculum with no incomplete grades and drop subject. So, kailangan kung ang full load ninyo ay 25 units, 25 units kayo naka-enroll. Wala rin kailangan incomplete grade or na-drop nyong subject. So, kailangan kung 8 subject in 25 units na yon, yung 8 subject na yon may grade na hindi incomplete at saka hindi kayo nag-drop ng subject. Alin man doon. Letter D, of good moral character. Paano matutukoy? Siyempre, kailangan hindi kayo nagkaroon ng problema sa paaralan. Hindi kayo napaloob sa disciplinary action by the college o hindi kayo nagkaroon ng anumang gawain na against sa rules and regulation ng ating paaralan. Yung merit scholarship natin, renewable every succeeding semester. So, kada semester yan, nag-a-apply kayo. Provided, yung condition na isinet para dito, ay pasok pa rin ang qualification ninyo. Letter C, meron din tayong tinatawag na non-popular courses applicants. Kailangan, yung tinatawag natin non-popular, yung kukunti ang nag-apply sa atin. Kagaya halimbawa, sa welding and fabrication, civil technology, HVAC-R, and carrying a minimum load of not less than 18 units. Kailangan hindi siya mas mababa sa 18 units. Pwede kayo mag-apply ng scholarship. Then, ang grade nyo kailangan, have satisfactory academic performance with a grade of at least 2.5. So, kailangan after a semester, meron kayong 2.5 na general weighted average at wala kayong failing grade. Letter C, have passed a competitive examination. May exam na ibinibigay ang ating scholarship coordinator. para malaman kung sino ang mapipiling scholarship doon sa non-popular courses. Meron din tinatawag na in-house service grants. The college awards financial assistance to qualified students. This assistance is classified as letter A, service grant. It is a financial assistance granted to a student for rendering his or her special talent to the service of the college. Ibinibigay yan doon sa mga estudyante na may kakayahan na mag-ambag para sa ikabubuti o para sa ikabubuti ng mga mag-aaral sa paaralan at ikabubuti ng buong paaralan. Like for example, kung halimbawa magaling kayong mag-drawing, every time na nangangailangan ng backdrop o ano, kayo laging natatawag. So, pwede kayong mag-apply ng scholarship because of your talent. Kailangan yung talent natin medyo kakaiba. Diba? At kapaki-pakinabang. Yun ang importante doon. Kapaki-pakinabang. Letter B. Employee, faculty members, children are entitled to a miscellaneous fees until they finish the course on time where they are enrolled. Ito yung ano namin. Ito yung tawag namin, pribilehyo namin. Kasi dahil sa kami ay nandito sa ating paaralan, nagsiservisyo sa inyo, ang mga anak namin ay libre din sa pag-aaral. Nakasaad dyan sa aming, yung tinatawag naming agreement, yung employees agreement namin sa paaralan. So, libre ang aming mga anak na mag-aral dito sa Marikina Polytechnic College. Sumunod, yung mga recipient. Sino ba ang mga recipient ng mga scholarship program natin? The following students are qualified recipient of financial assistance in form of free tuition fee and discounts.
The Medical and Dental Office is located at Building 10, ground floor, beside the Activity Center, and is open from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Mondays to Fridays. Dr. Anthony Y. Ko, our physician, medical officer, and the head of the Medical and Dental Department. Dr. Rizal M. Pagunuran, school dentist. Mrs. Minerva A. Aguilos, school nurse. Miss Mary Jean V. Buala, nursing attendant. The MPC clinic is well equipped, sanitized with first aid kits, and professional full-time doctors, nurse, and staff to provide treatment and ensure all students receive quality and timely medical attention. The school clinic aims to ensure access to primary healthcare programs and services to all MPC students, faculties, and personnel in order to have a positive health attitudes and development. We also provide system for dealing with crisis medical situation, health screening, identification of students' health and educational problems. illnesses and emergency injuries.
Guidance and Counseling Services.
Let me introduce to you the guidance counselors in charge of the different departments in the Guidance and Counseling Office. First, we have Maria Rosario C. Somera, a registered guidance counselor in charge of the BTVTED program. We have Maria Teresa A. Mariano, also a registered guidance counselor and in charge of the Certificate of Technology and BS Electronics and Communications Engineering. And yours truly, Maria Lourdes S. Bruno, the head of the Guidance and Counseling Services, and at the same time, the counselor in charge for the BIT and BS Entrep program, and also the scholarship coordinator.
The different guidance and counseling services are Individual Inventory Service, Information Service, Counseling Service, Placement Service, and Follow-up Service. The guidance and counseling services have programs that are designed to help students recognize, accept, and develop their potentials, to adjust to school, and to develop the skills they need to cope with the problems they meet. These programs were developed to help young people come to know and accept themselves, their aptitudes and interests, to learn and to use these aptitudes and interests, and to develop the skills to cope with the problems they meet in and out of the school. Individual Inventory Service. This service is one of gathering, recording, and making available information about a student which will be useful to those teaching or counseling him. This collection of information about the student includes records of students' home and family background, health, school attendance, grades, extracurricular activities, and results of standardized and psychological tests. Information Service. This service consists of an up-to-date, accurate, and a wide range of materials, informative in nature, in areas such as educational, career, personal, socio-cultural, spiritual, and moral. It also provides adequate materials concerning the world of work. It also includes group guidance activities and other activities dealing with career symposium and orientation to a new school or workplace. Another service is the counseling service. It is the core of the guidance program. It is the heart of guidance. The counseling service provides assistance to students in making decisions about their problems. Individual or group counseling sessions are made available for all students with academic, personal, interpersonal, career concerns, and other problems affecting them. Placement Service. It is composed of activities outside classroom instruction that aid students in achieving their career goals. It helps students satisfy their needs relative to career fulfillment. It also provides students assistance in finding full-time and/or summer employment, obtaining admission to the college, selecting curricular offerings that would best fit their abilities and interests. Last but not the least is the follow-up service. It is a service intended to secure information, be updated about former students' progress, and to provide continuing services for students after they leave school. So I would like to introduce myself. I am your guidance counselor, Mrs. Maria Lourdes S. Bruno, a registered licensed guidance counselor. Thank you very much and mabuhay.
To the college officials, my colleagues, and my dear students, good morning. The placement and follow-up services. Under the organizational structure of the placement office, we have Ms. Pag-asa Emerita A. Miranda, Vocational Placement Coordinator 3, and also designated as Vice President for Admin and Finance. As Placement Coordinator, the technology assigned to her is Welding and Fabrication Technology. Next, we have Ms. Anne Marie H. Baltasar, RGC, Vocational Placement Coordinator 2, and also designated as Director, Office of Student Affairs. The technology assigned to her is Civil Technology. The next one is Mr. Emerito S. Ramos, Instructor 3, designated as Placement Coordinator. The technology assigned to him are Electrical, Electronics, and GFD Technology. The next Placement Coordinator is Ms. Peli F. Ramos, Assistant Professor 1. The technology assigned to her are FSM and Drafting Technology. And also Mr. Rodel B. Gutierrez, Instructor 1, designated as Placement Coordinator. The technology assigned to him are HVAC and Mechanical Technology. And yours truly, Mr. Ronel M. Mirasol, Vocational Placement Coordinator 2, designated as Head Placement and Follow-up Services. And the technology assigned to me is Automotive Technology. With that, you can familiarize the face of your respective and future coordinators per technology. The Placement and Follow-up Services offers Employment Placement, Industry Immersion Training Program, and Monitoring and Follow-up. Employment Placement. This service helps the graduates and early school leavers find an appropriate job or work for which they are best suited and where their interests lie. Meaning to say, the placement and follow-up services facilitated in conducting job fair. With that, the placement office makes sure that all positions are relevant or appropriate to the course of our college. Industry Immersion Training Program. The program aims to develop industrial competencies in the students to meet current and emerging needs. The training components includes two phases, namely, Industry Immersion 1. includes development of positive attitudes toward work as well as knowledge, skills, and behavior pattern required for job as applied to each area of specialization. Example, for Industry Immersion 1, while the OJTs are in the industry, they develop positive attitudes as well as knowledge and skills. Next, Industry Immersion 2 consists of practical work experience through actual participation in productive activities in industries as applied to each area of specialization. For example, while the OJTs are in the industry, they develop practical work experience through actual participation in activities in relevance to the area of specialization. Example of technology, automotive technology, the OJT experienced the actual work like overhauling, tune-up, perform preventive maintenance. Under the preventive maintenance, you may perform change oil filter, check and adjust brake, and tightening the under chassis. The last is monitoring and follow-up. This service is done through industrial visits and efficient communication with the industry sectors to ensure that the activities and progress on occupational behavior of trainees and graduates match skills requirements. Example, during industry immersion, the coordinator should visit the industry to ensure that the activities in progress on occupational behavior was developed and appropriate to their skills.
Hello students, good day. It's my pleasure to welcome you to Marikina Polytechnic College. Finally, our classes will be starting and I know you're all excited. But before we start with your experience and your time with us, I'm here to discuss to you the different code of conduct and discipline expected for each student. And each student must adhere to all these policies. I hope you will remember all of this and that you follow it strictly. And again, welcome to Marikina Polytechnic College. So I'm Mr. Virgilio Barcena. I'm the department head for the Social Science and PE department, as well as the project chair for the BS Entrepreneurship course. I'm here to talk about the different code of conducts and discipline for MPCNs, or students of MPC. All bona fide students of the college should strictly follow the policies on the student discipline. However, no student shall be penalized, suspended from class, or expelled from the college except for cause as provided by pertinent policies and after due process. The following are the policies on student discipline. First, we have attendance. Every student is expected to attend his or her classes punctually and regularly. A student may be dropped from a subject if he or she has been absent with no valid reason for more than 7 consecutive class meetings. In addition, a student may be dropped if he has an accumulated absences of at least 20% of the total number of class hours in a semester. Then, a student who has incurred more than the allowed number of hours per subject per semester shall be automatically dropped from the roll of absences were incurred before the midterm and a grade of 5.0 or failing grade if it is in the midterm. Next, we'll talk about the school uniforms, the ID and dress code. A student is required to wear his or her school uniform and identification card every day while inside the school premises. Female students shall wear knee-length skirts. Male students is required to wear white inner skirt or shirts, okay, and he or she may wear patched shirt during wash day. Letter B. The prescribed PE uniform, such as t-shirt and jogging pants, or technology uniform, or NSTP uniform, if any, shall be worn only during the scheduled classes. Students is required to wear dark closed shoes during school days. So that means sandals or high heels or open shoes or slippers are not allowed unless there is a valid reason such as feet injuries or wounds. The student is expected to wear appropriate attire on non-uniform activity days. Non-activity days, or okay, meaning that this includes the wash day, or if we have no classes at that time but is required to attend school. Inappropriate attire for female students are blouses with bare back, mid-rib, low or plunging neckline, okay, spaghetti straps, haltered sleeveless, hanging blouse, see-through garments, miniskirts, shorts, leggings, especially ripped jeans, beach and Japanese sandals and slippers. So these are we consider inappropriate attire if you will be attending school. For male students, this is strictly prohibited to wear earrings. Okay, male loves to wear earrings. I think they feel it's cool for them. But we do not allow that inside the premises of the school. If you are caught wearing an earring by an official, a teacher, or any personnel of the school, he or she has the right to confiscate your earring. Again, this is for the male. Costume jewelries or body or sport body tattoos are also not allowed. Haircut. Male students are required to have a clean and decent haircut. Not necessarily a military cut, although it is preferable. Okay, particularly for those who would like to attend the ROTC courses. Female students are expected to observe proper hair grooming. This means, it doesn't matter how long your hair is, as long as it is properly combed and it's preferably with a headband or is tied up. Male-female students is not allowed to wear theatrical, sporting colored or highlighted hair. Okay, so meaning whatever the color of your hair is, whether that's dark brown or brown, okay, that should be the color of your hair. Okay, blonde or reddish or white, okay, or animated colored hair color is not allowed. For recreational activities within the school premises, we have the schedule of playing ball games. Students are supervised to refrain from playing ball games from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. unless supervised by their respective PE instructor or professor. Violations will be dealt with accordingly. Even if you do not have classes within those specific period, you are not allowed to play ball within the school premises. School activities. Students is expected to participate only in an authorized activity of the college, such as assemblies, symposia, cultural programs, recognition programs, and the like. Any other activities outside of these stated programs is strictly not allowed within the school premises. Student is also expected to observe proper decorum on any school activity. When I say proper decorum, okay, you have to act civil. Okay, refrain from unnecessary gestures or words. Okay, what do you call that? Swear words or inappropriate communication or action, or what we call the PDA, or public display of affection. Okay, I hope you avoid that within the school premises. Even if outside the school premises, please avoid such things, especially if you are wearing the school uniform. So I hope you remember or follow the different rules and regulations that I have mentioned. If ever you would violate these policies of the college, here is the disciplinary action and sanctions. For grave offenses, such as possessing, processing, selling, and using any prohibited drugs. For first offense, first time that you will be caught, your sanction or disciplinary action will be expulsion or dismissal. Another grave offense is that if you are initiating or participating in any form of hazing, physical initiation, or any activity which inflicts harm or physical injury upon the person or fellow students or other university students inside or outside the campus, you only have one first offense, and that will be dismissal. Carrying of deadly and dangerous weapons and explosives inside the campus. So what are these? You have your guns, knives, but we call it the butterfly knives or balisong, or any items that may do harm to your fellow men, without reason, is strictly prohibited. Explosive inside the campus, that will include firecrackers. First offense, dismissal. Committing arson or attempted arson, meaning you are setting fire to the properties inside the college. First offense, again, it's dismissal. Engaging in immoral, indecent acts and acts of lasciviousness inside the campus and in school-related activities outside the campus. Take note, even if you are caught outside the campus and it will be reported to our school, that is considered your first offense, and the sanction is dismissal. Acting as an initiator or accomplice in any form of crime against person and or property, willful destruction of any school property, or negligence arising from damage to person or property. For first offense, it's dismissal. Committing grave misconduct, meaning you are doing something against the school or disrespecting college officials, teachers, is considered a grave misconduct. If you are caught with your first offense, the sanction is dismissal. Soliciting money, donation, and contribution in cash or in kind without the prior approval of the school. Okay. First offense is again dismissal. Stealing school property and those of the school personnel and student. Well, it is actually a crime. Okay. In school, once you are caught, first offense, you will be dismissed. And worse, you will be filed. There will be filed again. We will file a police report. Assaulting or challenging any school personnel or student, which results to bodily harm. Bodily harm, okay, meaning you hurt a person within the campus, okay, even if it's outside, once it reaches the knowledge of the college, it may be considered as just first offense, and the sanction is still dismissal. Conniving in any form with bad elements in deliberately attempting to sabotage, steal, or place the school in danger or in great embarrassment. Meaning, you are thinking or you are working with people, okay, whose intention is to hurt the school. Once you are caught with your first offense, the sanction is again dismissal. Committing acts inside and outside the campus that would malign the name of the school. Okay. So again, remember, it's not just inside, but even if it's outside. Okay. If that action will malign the name of the school or put the school in embarrassment, that is considered a grave offense as well. And with your first offense, the sanction is dismissal. Threatening, coercing, or intimidating any student to attend any activity or to be absent from class. Preventing other students or members of the staff from discharging their duties. This means instead of going to class, okay, you are threatening or intimidating a person so that they will come with you or to join you. Okay. Okay. And that will result in what you call this, neglecting their duties and responsibilities. Okay. Once proven, that's considered your first offense, and sanction is dismissal. Malversation of school organization funds. Okay. First offense is dismissal. Meaning if you are given the responsibility to hold funds or money, okay, of the school or your school's organization, and you use it improperly for personal purposes, that is considered malversation. First offense is dismissal. Okay, students, for number 15, don't ever try this. Forging teacher's signature. Okay. There's no good intention about this. Okay. Once proven and caught, first offense, okay, is suspension for the rest of the semester. Forging or falsifying or tampering school records, documents, or credentials, or knowingly furnishing the school with false or fraudulent information in connection with an official document. Okay. Meaning you are forging or you are providing falsified information or forged document for whatever purpose. Once proven, that's your first offense. That will cause you dismissal. Okay. This is in your, this is a policy, okay, that most students tend to ignore. Cheating in examinations or taking examinations by proxy. When you say take examination by proxy, meaning another person is taking the exam for you. The first offense is suspension for the rest of the semester. For number 18, extorting or forcibly asking money from anybody. In Tagalog, we call it nangingikel. Okay? Forcing a person to give you money. Okay? Once reported and proven, first offense, suspension for the rest of the semester. So you've heard the different grave offenses and the sanctions therein. So remember, for grave offenses, you can only get first offense, and the result will be dismissal or suspension for the rest of the semester. Not to mention, your action will be recorded, or you will have a record, that may lead to a problem when you apply for a certificate for good moral character. Now let's go to the different less grave offenses. Posting and circulating leaflets and other printed materials which may lead to subversion, disorder, and chaos to the college or to the government. For the first offense, you will get 15 days suspension. Do it again for the second time. Second offense, suspension for the rest of the semester. Another semester comes, you did it again, that's your third offense. The sanction is dismissal. Number 2, joining, instigating, or leading rallies. Instigating or leading rallies, demonstration, and other forms of unapproved group actions which create disorder. Okay. Remember, you do not need to lead it. Once you join such actions, okay, that is considered an offense as well for the college. Once caught for the first offense, you'll get 15 days suspension. Second offense, you'll get 30 days, suspension for the rest of the semester for your second offense. And for the third offense is dismissal. Number 3, organizing and joining any unauthorized fraternity, sorority, or other student organization which creates disorder and disciplinary problems to the college. For the first offense, you will get a 15 days suspension. For the second offense, but you will have dismissal. Okay, this one, number 4, bringing and drinking liquor or alcohol, okay, inside the school premises. Alak, okay, hindi yung rubbing alcohol, yun ang ginagamit natin ngayon pang sanitation, ha? Okay. This will also include intoxication, attending school or entering the school premises intoxicated. For the first offense, 15 days suspension. Second offense is 30 days suspension. For the third offense, suspension for the rest of the semester. Number 5, committing misbehavior or misconduct which may endanger or threaten the health or safety of an individual in the campus, or which may adversely affect the students' welfare as members of the academic community. For the first offense, you will get a 15 days suspension. For the second offense, you will get a dismissal. Okay. Now there are cases that you have left your uniform, or since you only have one set and hindi siya natuyo, nilaban nyo, nadumihan, or nasira, okay, and you will ask your classmates or friends in school, okay, to borrow it, okay, once caught. Number 6 is lending and borrowing of school ID and uniforms for entry inside the school campus. For the first offense, you will get 15 days suspension. Second offense is suspension for the rest of the semester. Oh, I mentioned this a while ago. So, this is also, remember, it is still an offense, entering the campus in a drunken state, or in a high state, meaning nag-drugs kayo, or nag-chonky muna kayo, o nag-hit muna kayo, nag-session muna kayo. Okay. Once caught, for the first offense, you will get a 7 days suspension. For the second offense is 15 days suspension, and the third offense is suspension for the rest of the semester. Number 8, uttering defamatory, slanderous, and libelous statement, remarks against any student, faculty member, and school officials and employee. Okay, this includes yung minumura nyo sila, may masama kayong sinasabi patungkol sa kanila, or nagsasabi kayo ng chismis or kwento which is not true. It's considered libelous. Okay. To the students or any people inside the school. For the first offense, it's 7 days suspension. Second offense is 15 days suspension. And for the third offense is 30 days suspension. Number 9, disrespecting or molesting faculty members, school officials, employees, students, and visitors by ridiculing, mocking, or instigating a quarrel. Okay. For the first offense, you get 7 days suspension. For the second offense, you have 15 days suspension, and for the third is dismissal. Number 10, committing acts of vandalism such as writing, drawing on the walls and pieces of furniture, breaking of glass windows, showcases, cabinets, electrical devices, improper use of tables and chairs, tools and machines in the shop or in any of the school properties. Ayan na yung mga nagsusulat ng kodigo dyan sa kanyang mga chairs. Okay? O nagsusulat sa mga walls. Okay? Sinulat nyo pa pangalan ninyo. Okay? So that's considered vandalism. For the first offense, you will get a 7-day suspension with replacement of the vandalized material. Okay? Second offense is 30 days suspension. And the third offense is dismissal. Number 11, gossiping or rumor mongering with the malicious intention of destroying the reputation of another person. Ay, mga nagchichismis dyan, o yung mga kung ano ng mga sinasabi, okay, na panirang puri or panirang character ng anybody, okay, inside or outside the school. Once proven, first offense, you will get 7 days suspension. Second time, 15 days suspension. And for the third offense or third time you are caught, is suspension for the rest of the semester. Number 12, jumping over the fence as entry to or exit from the school campus. O, alam natin, medyo mataas yung mga pader natin. Mali ba namin if you are related to Spider-Man? Still, once you jump over or cross over the fences, okay, the walls and fences of the school, and once caught, the first offense is 3 days suspension. Second offense is 7 days suspension. Third offense is 30 days suspension. 13. Using school facilities and equipment without permission or authority. Okay. Most of the equipments in our school can be used by the students for academic purposes. Okay. But you still need to ask permission. Once you are caught using these equipments or machine without permission, for the first offense is 2 days suspension. Second offense is 7 days suspension. And the third offense is 30 days suspension. Okay, number 14 and number 15. For 14, smoking within the school premises. First offense is reprimand. When you say reprimand, pagagalitan kayo. Okay? Sasabunin, sesermonan, okay? Bibigyan ng lecture ng taong marereportan kayo. Okay? For the second offense is 7 days suspension. For the third offense is 30 days suspension. 15. Gambling in any form, okay, which is not authorized by the school. Okay? First offense is reprimand. Okay, pagagalitan kayo, pagsasabihan kayo. Second offense is 7 days suspension. Third offense is 30 days suspension. Posting of manifesto, petition, poster of similar nature without the approval of the Office of Student Affairs or OSA, otherwise posted on the Freedom Wall. Okay. First offense is reprimand. Second offense is 3 days suspension. Third offense is 15 days suspension. Meaning, nagpo-post kayo ng mga poster, signage, without the approval of the OSA, okay, is considered an offense. Okay. Viewing, reading, and possessing objects, pictures, or literature that are pornographic in nature, whether it's a magazine, and that will also include your smartphones. Okay. Once you're caught watching, viewing, or it's proven that you have such videos or pictures in your phone, is considered an offense. For the first offense, you will get a reprimand. Second offense, 7 days suspension. Third offense is suspension for the rest of the semester. Okay. Remember, you are viewing or reading pornographic materials. Okay. Pero pag kayo na yung naka-scandal doon, that will fall under the grave offense, putting the school in danger or immoral acts. Failing to wear prescribed uniform or appropriate attire and proper ID inside the campus, okay, without reason, okay, or without a valid reason, For the first offense is reprimand. Second offense is 7 days suspension. Third offense is suspension for the rest of the semester. Okay, gagawin niya, papasok kayo ng gate, haharangin na kayo ng guard. Agad ayos ng damit ninyo. Pagkalampas ninyo, ayun na. Okay? Nagpalit na. So that means you are wearing such attire inside the school campus. And it's considered an offense. Okay? Okay. For the less grave offense, okay, na-mention doon that you will be suspended for a particular number of days. I would just like to tell you, you being suspended is not an excuse to be absent in your class. So any activities, assignments, exams, or any projects that is done during those time of your suspension, okay, you cannot be given a make-up for that. Okay? Baka isipin niyo suspended, sabihin niyo sa klase, kaya po ako absent kasi suspended po ako. Magre-request ka ng retake or special exam. No, I'm afraid not. And without those datas or exams, activities, that may lead to failing. So just like you to remind that. Now let's go to the minor offenses. Okay. Loitering during class hours or making unnecessary noise such as singing or boisterous conversation causing annoyance. Okay? Yung wala kang klase man, pero pagala-gala ka lang sa hallway, much more na may klase ka, pero namamasyal ka lang sa school natin, okay, without reason. Or ang ingay-ingay mo, ingay-ingay ninyo, nakikipagkwentuhan. Delikado kapag halimbawa nakikipagkwentuhan ka pero nag-iisa ka lang. Okay? Ang lakas-lakas pa ng boses mo. For the first offense is reprimand. Second offense is community service. Okay? Yan, what do you mean by community service? Okay, you are required to perform service to the school. Okay. Whatever the assignment or the service will be assigned to you. For the third offense is 3 days suspension. Using cell phones, headsets, MP3, disc, and other gadgets during class hours. Okay. Well, without educational or academic purpose, okay, these are considered minor offenses. Okay, sometimes we are now in the age of technology. Okay, sometimes students tend to record the lecture of the professor. That's okay, but you need permission for that. Okay, pero pag nagla-klase, what you are doing, you are checking your Facebook, okay, nagti-TikTok ka dyan sa klase, playing ML, well, that is considered a minor offense. For the first offense is reprimand. Second offense is community service, and the third offense is 3 days suspension. Littering within the school premises. Okay. We are in Marikina, and littering is strictly prohibited. Okay. So, once you are caught littering, nagkakalat ka, nagtatapon ka ng basura, big or small, first offense is reprimand. Second offense is community service. Third offense is 3 days suspension. That is inside the campus. Try doing that and getting caught outside of the campus. You will be penalized for about 500 pesos. Okay? Just like to remind you, lalo na yung mga hindi taga Marikina na mapupunta na Marikina. Okay? Number 4, in using indecent language. Okay. First offense is reprimand. Second offense is community service. And third offense is 3 days suspension. Showing publicly acts of intimacy. Okay. Yung nagyayakapan, nagkikis, naglalampungan, naglalambingan within the school campus. okay, is an offense. First offense is reprimand. Second offense is community service. And third offense is 3 days suspension. Okay. Picking of fruits, flowers, and any other produce which are within the school premises without permission, okay, is considered an offense. For the first offense is reprimand. Second offense, community service. Third offense, 3 days suspension. I would just like to point out, okay, even if a school official, okay, will tell you, okay, to climb a tree, okay, to pick a fruit, okay, please make sure you are be careful with that or refrain from doing so, okay, for your safety. Committing a minor offense for the 4th time is suspension for the rest of the semester. Offenses are not stated herein shall be determined by the college authorities for appropriate action. Okay, baka meron ireklamo tungkol sa inyo, pero wala naman sa school policies. But, hindi ibig mong sabihin, it does not mean that you are scot-free. Or you could use that as an excuse. Nasasabi mo, wala naman sa school policies yan. It is still to be determined by the college authorities. Okay. For grave and less offenses may be referred to the Committee on Student Discipline by the Vice President for Academic Affairs, the College Dean for appropriate action and deliberation. For minor offenses may be resolved by the instructor concerned. Habitual offenders may be referred to the prefect of discipline, the dean, or principal. Well, wala tayong principal. So, that's it for the Code of Conduct and Discipline. So, sana matandaan ninyo lahat yan. Okay? For everyone's safety and for a nice experience with your stay here at Marikina Polytechnic College. Again, I am Virgilio Barcena, okay, or my students call me Sir Deck, welcoming you to Marikina Polytechnic College for the first semester, school year 2020 to 2021. In this time, I ask that you stay safe and be mindful of the health protocol imposed by the government in this time of pandemic. Thank you very much and mabuhay.
Good day, everyone. The Office of the Arts and Culture warmly welcomes you all, dear freshmen. As the head of the office, I am very excited to see you be part of the different groups, programs, or projects of the MPC Arts and Culture. I am very optimistic that you will be as competent as the other members or students involved or have been involved in all of the MPC Arts and Culture's endeavors. Today, I'll be presenting you with the achievements and the programs and projects the office has to offer. To start with, let's all listen to the song rendered to us by the MPC Chorale, The Simple Harmony.
Sana
The Office of the Arts and Culture has been active for the past 80 years, and in its humble way, it continuously produces achievers not only in campus but also locally, nationally, and even internationally. MPC was the only school invited from the Philippines to attend the S. Rajaratnam Endowment Youth Model ASEAN or SREYMAC conference in 2019 in Singapore. This is an annual conference conducted by the different polytechnics in Singapore, hosted by Singapore Polytechnic. The conference was joined by different universities all over ASEAN region, like Thailand, Indonesia, Malaysia, Vietnam, Laos, Myanmar, Cambodia, Singapore, and the Philippines. There were 7 MPC students who were sent to that international conference. It started on September 2, 2019, where delegates were busy with a lot of research for their position papers. On September 27, 2019, the delegates flew to Singapore for the actual interaction. Delegates had engaged in discussing and debating critical issues affecting ASEAN member states, while working towards creating action plans which solve regional problems related to the UN Sustainable Development Goals or SDGs. And there was a twist of competition. Gladly, 2 impatients in the name of Jean Sahagun and Ashley Trinidad were in the last 2 groups who went through the final round of debate. The group of Jean got the championship and the group of Ashley got the other spot. The group was coached by Miss Mirna L. Cruz, an English professor, and yours truly. I am so proud to say that was an amazing experience. The office also prepares the students for the Philippine Association of State Universities and Colleges or PASUC Culture and the Arts Festival. This is an annual competition for the culture and the arts of different regions from all over the Philippines. We have different competing events like in the dance category, we have folk dance, indigenous, contemporary, and street or hip-hop. For musical, we have the chorale, vocal solo, duet, kundiman, live band, and instrumental playing like piano, guitar, violin, and bandurria. For literary, we have essay writing, contemporaneous speaking, and storytelling. Also its counterpart in Filipino like pagsusulat ng sanaysay, dagliang talumpati, at pagkukwento. For performing arts, we have radio drama and short and sweet play, both in Tagalog and musical. For visual arts, we have charcoal rendering, drawing, on-the-spot poster making, painting, and photography. We have also quiz bowl, and the highlight is the Mr. and Miss Pasok. The Pasok competition starts in the regional level where all universities and colleges in NCR like PNU, RTU, PUP, TUP, IRIS, PhilSCA, including MPC, will compete on those events, and whoever wins in each category or event, he or she, they will represent NCR in the nationals. Despite MPC as underdog from among the different colleges and universities in NCR, it continuously produces champions. MPC started joining Pasok cultural competitions in 2012, and the first national exposure in Pasok competition is in the event of storytelling. The story told by Mr. Katamin was originally made by him with the guidance of the coach, Miss Mirna L. Cruz. He placed 5th out of the 16 competing regions. In 2014, Mr. John Floyd Surwes competed in the event of charcoal rendering. It was in high expectation that we will get a medal, but sad to say, he accidentally got his artwork wet that made it difficult to do the finishing touch. With his remarkable skills, fortunately he got the 7th spot. He would have made it to the higher rank without that incident. Sayang. Moving forward, the next Pasok Nationals was in Bicol in 2015. So proud to tell you that in the history of MPC, we won in a pageant from regional to the national. Mr. Smith Perez represented NCR in the Mr. Pasok Nationals 2015 with the crowd favorite and the Best in Ramp award. He landed 2nd runner-up. Vocal duo Erica Caberio and Mark Ibalia also with the delegation and landed the 7th spot. In 2016, Beland Leses, BIT drafting major, competed in vegan for on-the-spot poster making and landed 4th runner-up. In 2017, Armando Guzman, a BIT electrical major, represented NCR in the instrumental solo piano and ranked 7. In the visual arts, Saira Padernal, drafting major, competed for on-the-spot painting and ranked 10. Let's look at some of the achievements in the regional level in the past years. The office also handles the candidates for Mr. and Miss State Colleges and Universities Athletic Association or SQUA, a sports competition in state colleges and universities. If there's palaro during your elementary and high school, there's SQUA in college. In the regional level, it was also in the first time that MPC got the highest rank in SQUA pageant. That was in 2016. The office also hosted the regional pageant in 2018. On the local level, the city government of Marikina conducted Zapatos Festival where there were competitions held. One was the tap dance competition in 2012 where MPC dancers got 2nd runner-up, trophy and cash prize. In 2013 and 2014 Zapatos Festival street dance competitions, MPC street dancers were awarded the champions. They received trophy and cash prize. Now let me present you the existing groups under the Office of the Arts and Culture. First, the chorale group, the Simple Harmony. Earlier you witnessed their performance. They already performed in CHED during the National Heart Month celebration and some other invitations aside from in-campus performances. This group deserves commendation for in 3 semesters they were able to sound chorale. Next is the MPC dance troupe. This troupe has a lot of exposures for they were even invited outside the college. Next is the band group. Aside from their exposure in the regional PASO competition, they were able to have activities like Battle of the Bands, live jamming, etc. The street or hip hop group is in the process of development. How to join the different groups? The office has no mechanism yet in compliance with the COVID protocol. Besides, there is a moratorium issued by CHED on students' activities. Let's just pray that this pandemic will be over so we can go on with the usual procedure on recruitment, training, and performances. If and when the moratorium is lifted, the office is ready to conduct its mechanism. The office scouts other contestants for the other events for PASOK competitions for the winners in cultural competitions and other school-related activities like Technology Week. The annual events conducted by the Office of the Arts and Culture are cultural competitions where musicals and dances are conducted. Festival dance competition, it's a street dance competition, and the cultural shows showcasing all the events for PASOK. So please to conduct literary, performing arts, other dances, Mr. and Miss PASOK, MPC, and other socio-cultural related activities as additional events this year and the years to come.
To all freshmen, thank you for attending this virtual orientation program prepared by your guidance counselors. You met them earlier, and you familiarize yourselves with their faces because they will be your counselors up to the time you leave MPC. I would just like to remind you that when we are in the normal setup, the face-to-face setup, each student will be given a copy of this student manual for your reference. Here, everything that has been discussed earlier will be clarified if you have doubts about it. And you may also consult your counselors for further clarification. This orientation program is just the beginning of many programs that will be prepared by your counselors. As you go along the second semester, when you enter your second year, there will be more seminars or webinars, whatever, no? Okay. I hope that your stay in MPC will be fruitful, and rest assured that if you need our services, the services of your guidance counselors, the services of the different offices under the student affairs, you can see us at building number 10 of inside the MPC campus. If you were able to apply personally, in the admission office earlier before the lockdown, you know where the office of the student affairs is. Again, thank you, and hope to see you soon in the MPC premises.